Hello and welcome to this tutorial. I'm going to take you through lots of different things on this space journey, and you're going to be able to choose a lot of different things to get you more familiar with Photoshop. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find a spaceship here. So right here you see this layer that says ship. You're going to click on that and you're going to see a spaceship, okay? And you probably also want to select that layer there. So when you select it, you're going to see gray over here. And then you want to also make sure that show transform controls is check marked. Otherwise, what you're going to do is you're going to need that for something. The next thing you're going to want to do is go to the move tool, and you're going to actually want to move this spaceship wherever you want. Okay, so just practice moving that spaceship somewhere. Okay, and once you have that, you can click out of it and it will click another layer there. And you were able to show the ship, you were able to move the ship with the move tool. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on this little eye here for the moon. So when you click that layer, that moon is going to come in there, okay? Now the problem is this moon layer is on top of the astronaut. So the astronaut is completely lost, right? That doesn't quite look right too because he's got big legs there. So what we want to do is we want to select the astronaut layer and move the astronaut above the moon layer. So select your astronaut and move that right above the moon layer there. So that looks a lot more accurate, okay? So now that you have that, let's select here the earth layer, okay? So we're gonna select that layer, and now you should see it light gray. So once you see that the layer is light gray, you know that you got that layer, okay? And now the next thing we see, there's a problem with this picture. We have an asteroid that's going to possibly destroy the astronaut or the ship. So we have to think fast. So let's go over to the spot healing tool. And we got the earth background selected. You see that layer. And you're going to go up here to the brush tool, okay, the spot healing tool. Go up here to the settings and make the size to be about 160, okay? 160, hardness at 100% is fine, okay? And so what we'll do is we'll go over the asteroid and we will hit that, and that should get rid of our asteroid, which is a good thing because that spaceship was going to go up in flames. So now let's go over, let's find a planet of our choice. And you can find a planet by clicking next to it, the left, the little eye icon. Find a planet that you want that you think will look pretty cool. And for me, I think I'm going to go to Jupiter. Okay. And then I'm also going to click on the actual planet layer. Okay. So now I'm clicked on the Jupiter planet layer. It's selected. And we're going to go up here to select and then subject, because we need to get rid of the white that's around the planet. So go to select, subject, and now you'll see a line around your planet, okay? A little, and next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually mask that off. So let's go over to add layer mask right here at the bottom. Select that, and now you'll see that that has been completely hidden, all the white around the planet, which actually looks pretty cool. Now, the only problem I see with this planet is too big. It's going to suck everybody into it with the gravitational pull, so that's not a good thing, right? So let's go up to the move tool. We got Jupiter here, and we're going to hold down shift. You can double check and see if this works, but for me, I have to hold down shift so it doesn't kind of warp the planet so that it doesn't look like too skinny, to oval. Like we want to keep the proportion correct. So now I held down shift in the corner with my mouse. I was able to change it, and I can move this wherever I want it. And whew, that's close. That planet was too big. Okay, so now the next thing you're going to do is let's check. I wonder if we want to make anything else bigger or smaller. Let's click the moon, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make the moon a little bit bigger. So I'm going to hold down shift, and then with my mouse, I'm going to make the moon a little bit bigger. Whatever you want to do there, that's a cool thing you can do. Now, let's find one of our, you can do that little check mark right after you make an adjustment to the size of something, and that will kind of finish that thing. The next thing you're going to do is let's find a galaxy. So you got 3 different galaxies. You can click on them and see which one you like. They're all cool. Let's try this middle one. I'm going to try the middle one, and then I'm going to select the galaxy 2. That's the one I selected. Notice that layer is selected. It's highlighted. That's very important. Then you're going to go down here to this one right here, and it's actually create or fill adjustment layer. So let's go like that, and we're going to go to hue saturation. Okay, hue saturation. Make sure that you're on that Galaxy 2. Notice it's right above that Galaxy 2. And we're going to go up here to the hue and change it to whatever you think looks like super cool. I'm going to go like that. Now, if you also want to mess around with this layer, you can actually go up here to where it has the blending mode of normal, and you can try different ones to see what it might look like. And if you want to try something different, you can try a different one. Now you want to make it kind of subtle. If it's too strong, like I actually like the pin light. That one looks pretty cool. And also divide was cool. So I like, let's go with luminosity. Really, you don't have to do that, but I think that's cool. And you can try different ones in here and do whatever you want with your picture and kind of make it your own. And the last thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to save this, okay? So you're going to go File, and if you want all the layers, which you might want to first save it as a Photoshop file, right? So save a copy, Photoshop, and then don't forget to put your name at the front of your file if you like all those different layers to come back to and play around with it. Save, okay? And then if you're going to actually show that, turn that in, show it online or something, you can go to File, Save a Copy, and then let's save it as a JPEG, okay? JPEG, again, I like to put my name up in the front of it and save it. And there you go. That's Choose Your Own Adventure there with the spaceship. So I hope you have a lot of fun there in space.